What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. Hope that you're doing well today. Man, rarely do I get it to where a featured location actually applies to a deck that I already love playing and am currently playing a lot. The current featured location is Space Throne, where you can only have one card at that location. And a lot of people try and do Green Goblins on turn 3, etc., blah, blah, blah. Very expected play, honestly, at this point, to where I would encourage you not to do Green Goblin on turn 3. I would encourage you to do one of the two other options, which is Nightcrawler or playing Polaris, if you have Polaris unlocked. I would also say don't play Nightcrawler on turn 1 or turn 2. Save Nightcrawler for turn 3 so that if your opponent is playing Green Goblin, which you will often see, you can block it very, very easily. And then literally just move your Nightcrawler and not even have to play on that location because they're at -3 and you are not. Now, obviously, yes, they could do something like play Omega Red and win the location by 1. So you can always throw something over there, and I would encourage you to. But those are some of the best things that you can do currently. But here's the thing. Like I said, I didn't change this deck at all. My control move deck for this location. I saw the location, and I was like, sick. I'm already playing this deck, and it's perfect for it. We've got Nightcrawler, we've got Angela, we've got Baron Mordo, we've got Cosmo, Agent Coulson, Polaris, Shuri, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, Arrow, She-Hulk, and Magneto. Now, I've got a question for y'all. How do you feel about Baron? I feel like there are mixed camps on Baron. Some people say, why would you play Baron when you just make them draw a card so that then they can end up drawing another card? And I've had people like argue stuff with me, and I'm like, if I'm going up against somebody who is playing a Patriot Mystique deck, and I play Baron, and I make them pull Patriot, they pretty much lose. And some people will also say, well, why don't you play Yondu so that you can get rid of something and see what you do and see what you get rid of? It's like, I don't know. I just like playing Baron, and I think that Baron is super effective at completely screwing people over. Iceman is good, yes, because it guarantees to always add 1. And Baron could draw a 6-cost card, thus helping my opponent out. Yeah, it most definitely could. But my Baron could also draw a 1, 2, 3, or 4-cost card, and all of those would be affected greater than Iceman would. And I just think that it's funny to mess with people's heads like that. Iceman already messes with people's heads, but if you think about it, people put 12 cards into their deck very intentionally, and they all have a purpose. If I hit one with Iceman, then they're like, I can't play this on curve now, but I can still play it next turn, which sometimes is okay. Like, a lot of people aren't playing Patriot on turn 3. So if you hit it with Iceman, guess what? You didn't really do anything to them, and they can still play it on the next turn. But with Baron, you're not allowed to play it on curve anymore because you make them draw into it. And now that card, whether it was an impactful combo card or just a random filler card, now costs 6. And yeah, you don't know what it is, but that's okay. I think that it's still pretty strong. We've got Cosmo in here for the counter. We've got Agent Coulson in here because I'm telling you guys, if you go and Cozy told me about this, or Cozy kind of mentioned this to me, and I was like, yeah, that's a really good point. He was like, go look through the 4 and 5 cost cards, and there's only like maybe 3 that you might be bummed that you drew. Like, I'd be bummed if I drew Mr. Negative or something like that, but there are some situations in the game where Agent Coulson will draw me a 4 or 5 cost card that I do not have in my deck that is better than Shuri, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, or Arrow. And I'm like, yep, I will gladly play that because of these locations. We have Polaris in here because I love Polaris. It's my favorite 3-drop card in the game. And because on turn 3, you can play it on Space Throne, pull somebody's card in there, you're good to go. We got Shuri, obviously, which is really strong. Shuri cannot be replaced, if you were wondering. Shang-Chi, Spider-Man in here because we've got Nightcrawler, Polaris, and Arrow, all of which will allow us to play that 1/5, which is amazing. She-Hulk in here so that we can potentially skip turn 5 and play Arrow, She-Hulk, and then Magneto in here just to move things around and cause some problems. Shuri is not entirely necessary in this deck. you can trade it out. Obviously, Shuri is a very strong card and does help us in a lot of situations. But isn't entirely necessary. I would say if you didn't have Shuri and you have all these other cards, you honestly could potentially throw Sunspot in here for that turn 5 skip so that you can play Arrow She-Hulk and not just waste that energy. Not really sure if there's a replacement for Agent Coulson. I would say maybe Maximus. For Polaris, you could do Juggernaut if you wanted to, but I wouldn't play Juggernaut on Space Throne because that's a little bit sketchy. Polaris guarantees that you're pulling something over or blocking something. So yeah, that's it. Let's get into it. Man's going to be a 10 for us, which is going to be sick. Play that right there. Okay, and then we've got some potential here with... What are you going to do? Magneto? Early Magneto. Okay, that's good because now they fill in this location and we know whether we win it or not. All right, that's probably one of the luckiest things I've ever seen. Yeah, that was pretty frustrating, to say the least. That's incredible, dude. Homeboy had 7 cards in hand. 7 cards in hand, and it pulls the one and only card that allows them to win this location. What is that? Like a... How many times does 7 go into 100? Is it like an 8% chance? What? That's crazy. Okay, so we need to see. I don't think they can do anything right here. But we're only going to be able to add 3, 4, 5 to the middle. Dude, that's so incredibly annoying. We can't play Nightcrawler in the middle. So we top deck the one card that we can't play here. I don't know that I want to... I don't know that I want to fight this one. Because we also can't win this location now either. And this just won't cut it for us. So we retreat. We'll hit retreat later. I mean, everybody gets that type of RNG every once in a while, but they retreated. They retreated too. Wow. Okay. I'm actually blown away that they retreated too. I'm actually blown away that they retreated as well. That was incredible, y'all. That was incredible. Wow. Okay, cool. So, we either want to have Polaris or Nightcrawler here, if possible. We'll go Angela, because it is a little bit scary playing here. I don't think they're rolling with... I really don't think they're rolling with it, y'all. I don't want to do that either. I really think that they're just playing a straight up Patriot deck. Which honestly makes me think that they probably end up playing Ultron over here. I don't really want to play this yet, because we'll just fill our hand up. I feel like I have to. Nice, okay. So. Okay. So we should actually be able to win this because the hub gave us ooh, it also gave us Super Scroll. Okay. But here's the question. Super Scroll doesn't win this for us. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I'm going to end my turn here. Patriot, sick. Alright, so now we go Rogue and She-Hulk right here. And we can actually win now by playing Super Scroll. I'm going to snap. Because if they play Mystique and we Super Scroll, then we will get the Mystique and the Patriot. They will only have the Mystique. Alright. So they're not going to do either. So this is going to be sick for us. This is game over for them. I do not believe that they can do anything at this point to win. So we play Cosmo on our side to protect ourselves from anything. And I guess we can just go ahead and play Baron and Cosmo. And that holds it down, ladies and gentlemen. They could go Blue Marvel. I don't believe Blue Marvel's not going to win anything for them. We stopped their rogue. That's why we play Cosmo, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is why we play Cosmo. They carry rogue for the scenario when they lose this, and we play Cosmo to protect ourselves. We don't need to play Magneto. We don't need to get any extra power over here. Excuse me, we don't need to worry about that. Sometimes people get greedy and want to play the biggest things possible. I could have won if I just played Cosmo and didn't worry about anything else. So that was an absolutely incredible play there, recognizing that they could also, because a lot of people rolling those decks, bring that rogue to not only be defensive, but also offensive for themselves. What you got for us? Wow, okay, interesting. Why are you doing Deadpool? That's not a bad play. We'll go Angela here. They get an Angela that they can use if they want to, which is fine. I don't really mind. 4, 5, 6. We'll have our hand full after this. That's fine. If we draw into Nightcrawler here, we can play it over here and get a buff over on Kunlun. Actually, we would play it in the middle and then move it over to Kunlun for us. Wow. Trying to figure out what I want to do here, because we can move Sunspot like final turn, depending on what type of cards they end up playing here. So we'll go Shuri. I want to see what they play here. All right, they go Shuri 2. Golly. You know what I want to do? I want to try and be an absolute savage. And play Polaris over here, pulling this, and then playing Baron over here. And then, dang, okay. So now I'm actually a little bit stressed. What we need is Arrow here in order to win, and we don't get Arrow. That's not good for us. They're going to play Cosmo on one of the locations. Or they're going to play, I think they're going to play Taskmaster on one of the locations. Okay. Well, or they could play Arrow. Dang, dude, this is when I wish we get Arrow. Cause this one's gonna be tough. Two, 3, 4, 5. We would actually only have 4, so it'd be 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think we win this. Yeah, we don't. That sucks so bad, dude. I wanted one friggin' card. Are they playing Taskmaster too? They are. I could have beat him so easily there with the Cosmo. So I thought they were playing Arrow, which is what's tough about these. Not an uncommon play, actually fairly common, extremely predictable. And typically they wouldn't, like literally this is exactly what I thought they were doing, but I was afraid of the arrow, of course. So it's tough because sometimes you want to go with your gut, but then a lot of times when you go with your gut, you end up missing it and losing. So what I should have done there was played Cosmo right like I wanted to, or retreated. I shouldn't have just stayed in it there to try and make something happen. Should have played Cosmo right like I wanted to and just played something else on the left side. But that's tough. That's tough. We're not going to play Nightcrawler here because we want to wait and see if they end up playing Green Goblin. So we will hold off until then. Not going to play anything. I know that it feels like a waste. They didn't play anything either, so now we do just go ahead and... Okay, now we do just go ahead and play Nightcrawler here. They're actually going to be pretty bummed if they do have Green Goblin, but we defend it here if they try and play it on Space Throne. Imagine if Green Goblin was ongoing and it was always trying to get to the other side. What? Bro, what? Alright, so this is a bot. I'm not the best at dealing with bots, if I'm honest. We'll go Shuri here. We'll go Shuri, and then I'm going to go into Arrow over here. I am not going to go into Arrow quite yet. Because this feels sus. Or do I just Arrow now? I hate... Oh my gosh, this is stressful. We'll end our turn. Yep. So they're most likely gonna... I don't know if they're gonna Zola. This is when it gets stressful, is because I don't know if they're gonna play Arnhem Zola or if they're going to play... Dang it, I needed to move Nightcrawler. Why did I not move Nightcrawler? Do we think that they Zola here? Arrow doesn't win. Why did I not move Nightcrawler last turn? Of course, I don't have Shang-Chi. Dude, I messed up so big by not playing Nightcrawler there. But you want to know what I think wins? This goes up to 28. That only gives us 32. Seriously? That feels so weird. Dude, why did I not move my Nightcrawler? I wasn't paying attention. I needed to move Nightcrawler. There was a very small part of my head that didn't want to move Nightcrawler because I thought that it was a bot and I thought that they were going to play Hobgoblin on the left side if I moved. And so I didn't move when I needed to move it so that I could play Arrow to the right side and hang, dude. Couple of frustrating scenarios there, but we'll be fine. All right, we play this here. We hope that they play something as well and that this is Space Throne so that we can play Polaris on it. I have had a couple other people play Polaris when I've played Polaris, which is always fun. All right, nice. So If this is Space Throne, we play Polaris and we win it unless they have a Killmonger, which I doubt they do in their Quinjet deck. Okay, so nope. No. No Space Throne 4s on this one. I mean, we like that. I'll do this just so that I can play Miles somewhere. Wow. Was a Thanos deck? Yeah. Honestly, we can do this and this, and I bet we win it. Because we're going to be adding 12. We'll be at 18. They already played the stone that... Well, they could play a stone that allows them to move. They could play Reality Stone next turn. Yeah. Curious as to whether or not they move this over here. I don't think that it would really make sense for them to do that. Now, they do have lots of cards in their hand. If they move She-Hulk to the middle, actually, if they move She-Hulk to the middle, we are still good. But obviously, they could move She-Hulk and then Blue Marvel or something. Do I want to move this 5 over here? I don't think that I do. Like, if I play Magneto right here, then my Magneto pretty much just becomes a 7. Because I'm moving Deathlock over. It's like, no, having that 7, that's not what I want. I think they might move something. Oh, okay. They retreated. Victory. Cool. That's one of the reasons why I love Agent Coulson, man. He hooks it up for you. He gives you random cards that you would not normally have in your deck, and you're able to just pull some stuff out and be like, wow, this is a very situational win for me. Like, I do wish that it would pull your variants if you have them. I think that'd be pretty rad, but then they wouldn't be able to really tell. Wait, is this guy a Twitch streamer who plays World of Warcraft or something? The heck? Excuse me. Okay. I mean, that's the safe, smart play, but definitely did it too early, in my opinion.
I am Ego.
Especially because...
And this is my domain.
I might leave, because I would say there is a very good chance that Ego leaves Nightcrawler, or that Ego moves Nightcrawler and plays something bigger. Yeah, just like that. Which is honestly like, okay, cool. I can't move anything with Cloak, so we'll have to see. Maybe Cloak allows us to... Come on, Ego. Let's be 1/2 as strong as half of the bigger bots in this game. Okay, nice. Yes. Bro, I'm actually okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. And no, I do not snap on Ego while I'm pushing. Once I'm an infinite, sure, I'll snap, but not now. Okay. We've got Shuri as well. Oh my gosh. Why are you dumb? Ego's so trash, dude. I'm gonna lose. 100,000% I'm gonna lose. 100,000% I'm gonna lose. I think I've maybe won 1 Ego out of probably the 20 that I've played. And the 20 that I lose, it's as if they're not even playing Ego. Like, it's wild. Like, why does Ego... Why for them does Ego play Shuri and Ego not play Shuri for me? You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm like, I only have 1 5 cost next turn that you could possibly play. Like, y'all, their ego literally just skipped a turn so that it could play She-Hulk, I think. What the freak? Hey, there we go. We've won 2 egos now. Oh my gosh, dude. What the... I'm so dead. All right, yo, I'm going to end on that. That was freaking hilarious. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching today's video. Love you. Appreciate your support. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.